make it simple. In the name of Jesus, Lord, send my gun. If whoever's what it takes, whoever's what I be, because the one I got was whoever I be.
Welcome back. So What the Faith Friday on the JR Show. That's right. And a 3-day weekend. My goodness gracious. I can't wait. It's been a long, long week. A little bit of Ann Wilson, Rebel. That's my record back here.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, for the folks on YouTube, they can see. I put a different record back there every single day. And today is What the Faith Friday, so I bring in Ann Wilson.
Love her.
Yeah, she's great. My daughter loves her too. Welcome back. This is the JR Show. We have some special guests for What the Faith Friday. It is Miss Maddie Jansen and her husband Justin. Good afternoon, folks. How's it going?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Oh, good.
Yeah, look at you. We haven't seen you in a while. Everybody obviously recognizes the voice and the face. Maddie Jansen, former KGET morning host. Well, I got to start with that first, obviously, because everybody's going to say, what's life like after TV? For both of you, because not only does your life now change,
I know.
Justin, your life changes now, the kids' life changes now, mom's home all the time.
I know.
Have you woken up at like 5 and go, oh, I'm going to be late for work?
Not even once.
Not once.
No, not at all. Which is so funny because I did think I would do a panic at least once, but no, not at all. And there's no there's nothing in me that's like naturally waking up early, like, oh, I'm going to work. No, I'm sleeping in. I'm sure I'm annoying him because I'm sleeping in so much.
Well, I had to tell her she was going to bed late, and I said, I still have to wake up and go to work. I still have this alarm going off in the morning.
And I am grateful for that.
One of us is still having to work every day. One of us has to do the actual, work.
Yeah, but it is true. I'm sitting around the morning time. I'm just sitting around for like a half hour, not knowing what to do. Because it's been 12 years of getting the boys ready, getting them breakfast, dropping them off, doing what they need to do,
and all that. Yeah, so, playing Mr. Mom essentially, and now Mom's back in the fold and getting to do all that. How's that been for you?
It's been so awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. Just being there more. Yeah.
Starting homeschool.
Yeah, we did that. So we're on our second week, which has been so cool. Like, I'm loving it. It's a big change. It's a lot to learn, huge learning curve, but it's so fun. And I just told him my favorite part is I just feel like we have margins in our day now, where before when we were both working and the kids went to school here, we lived in Bakersfield. So like we were just gone from our house 12 hours a day, and there were no margins for just downtime, like one-on-one conversations with your kids or play a board game. He actually played a board game last night with our son Wyatt, which is such a simple, small thing, but there's margins in our day for those types of things now, which is such a blessing.
It slows down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
And you're doing a bunch, I see. I follow you on social media. You're making pastas and breads. And
all that.
And not only that, but you guys have a podcast. And it's been on, but like it didn't wait until, Maddie's done with TV, now we can do this podcast. You guys have been doing this for quite some time.
Yeah, we released, I believe, the first week of January. We released it, I think last year around this time. I told her I had this kind of just this feeling like, something about making content, a podcast, and at my age to start a new podcast, that could be a midlife crisis. So she had the same idea, I've been getting this feeling too, driving home for something for the kids to do, something to listen to, something to fill the time. She said about the Family Bible podcast. We were looking, there wasn't much out there like it. So
yeah, because we had our 45-minute commute, and I was always big when we moved up there. I didn't want that 45 minutes a day in the car to be wasted time.
Yeah. Everybody's sitting there, you're driving, paying attention, got
they're
5 different
fighting,
things in your
arguing.
head.
One person's reading, one person's doing homework. I was like, no, I want it to be quality time.
I love that.
So we always made a point to do something, listen to something together. It was audiobooks. We used to play math games. I'm so silly. But anyway, I wanted to listen to, the Bible, but I wanted it in one click, something that would have the word, the actual scripture, and then like the devotional, the explainer, the history, like the context that you needed also with the scripture. And I wanted it all in one click instead of like, okay, click on this part on my Bible app. Now click on this part and read this out loud, and then click on this and play that. It just was a lot going on in the car.
For a car ride.
Yeah, it's too much. It's not dangerous. Highway 58 here. So that was the thing I looked for, and I could never find something that I really liked that dug into the scripture. And a lot of them were like retellings of Bible stories, which is great. Or like they were just aimed at younger kids.
Right.
And I felt like our kids could handle a little more meat of the scripture. And I wanted the actual word of God. So that was what I was looking for, and it wasn't there.
So that kind of was like,
Mhm.
if it's not there,
Yeah.
then we have to
Well,
start
and
it.
I didn't think that. He was the one who was like, wanted to create content. And I was like, content? What do you mean create content?
I didn't even know what that meant, to be
You're
honest.
going to be a
I-
content
You
creator?
want
You want to be an influencer?
That wasn't it. It was just like something to fill space. There wasn't much Christian stuff out there like in what I was thinking to fill that space. But again, I just called it content because I didn't realize it. I don't know anything about social media. I got on X, right? We actually went and saw Ann Wilson when she was in
Like
town.
the Fox, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there with my daughter.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
great. So I tag her in one of our initial little videos. The next day, I tell Madeline, Ann Wilson's following us. Then I look and go, wait, 5 Ann Wilsons are following us. It's fan pages. And she's like, it's not Ann Wilson.
It's not the real Ann Wilson.
Yeah.
It's AI.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
Exactly.
Well, talk to me, because it's a faith-based podcast.
Mhm.
So you guys are obviously very driven by faith. And did you guys grow up in the church? Did both of you guys have, families that were rooted in church? How did you guys start following Jesus?
Myself, no. We would go here and there. It wasn't use term religiously, going every Sunday. May go for Easter. During high school, we went a little bit more. We started going more when I was in college, fell away from it. And then there's just times, you kind of reach this rock bottom and you realize what's out there, what's going on, what's my purpose?
What am I missing?
Yeah, what am I missing? There's something that's not satisfying
Right.
what we're supposed to be here. And at that point, I just had this clear, kind of almost audible thing saying, almost like a Jesus, I'm here.
I'm
I'm
here.
here. I didn't go anywhere. You're going somewhere. Come back. And from then on out, and Madeline had been going for a while. This was when we were married, and she had just continually going. I had, that kind of little connection with her through the church through that. But at one point I just snapped and said, no, we're here for a purpose.
And you started
Yeah.
chasing.
Yes.
What about you, Maddie? Did you grow up in
Yeah, we did. We grew up. Again, we didn't go religiously, like Justin said. And I knew that I believed in Jesus, and I knew he died for my sins and all that stuff. But I got to college, and there were a lot of friends, obviously, who did not believe, did not grow up in the faith. And when you get out of the house and out of that comfort zone, you're all of a sudden faced with questions that you can't answer.
Right.
And it scared me a lot because I was like, well, wait, why do I believe this? Do I believe this? Can I answer this question? Is there an explanation? And it scared me. And I got scared of those questions for a long time and a lot of years. And I think I shied away from them. And when I met Justin, that was a big tension in our relationship for a while. Was I did believe, but I didn't want to go into those tough questions because it was too hard for me.
Right.
So when we had kids, I wanted to make sure they had a very firm foundation, and it forced me, his pulling away from the church, forced me to dig into my faith
Even deeper.
and figure out, what do I really believe?
Wow.
And is this Jesus real? And is God real? And I needed to dig and find out for myself. And in finding those answers, I wanted to make sure my kids had the resources to have that firm foundation to be able to answer that for themselves when they got those questions one day. And so that was also part of
And thus
what we're doing.
Thus leads to the podcast,
Right.
which we'll talk about after the break.
Okay.
It is the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast. Justin and Maddie Jansen are our guests. Got to take a break. Come back after. It's the JR Show. It's a What the Faith Friday. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. The Labor Day weekend underway, and today will be the heaviest day of travel. Labor Day, traditionally looked at as the end of summer. In Austin, Texas, Governor Greg Abbott has signed into law designed to help Republicans gain more seats in the 2026 midterm elections, delivering a win for President Trump. Democrats vowing to challenge that new map in court. The Transportation Department has canceled $679 million in federal funding for a dozen offshore wind projects. Funding rescinded for projects in 11 states, including $435 million for a floating wind farm in Northern California. The Dow was down 92 points today. The Nasdaq lost 249. The S&P 500 dropped 41 points. This is SRN News.
We got to drive all the way back
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Bill Robbins. Thousands of missing soldiers are being honored in a new and unique dog tag display. The Portrait of a Warrior display has unveiled the Missing in Action exhibit, which features over 82,000 dog tags which represent U.S. service members still missing. The display aims to honor the soldiers and raise awareness beyond Memorial Day and Veterans Day. The exhibit includes a section devoted to Kern County's 126 missing soldiers. Expect a dry, mainly warm or hot Labor Day weekend across Kern County. Highs in the South Valley between the high 90s and low 100s Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 80s in the mountain towns with some chilly mornings between Frazier Park and Pine Mountain Club. I'm Bill Robbins in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I was always tired, sleepy, and had no energy.
I had relentless, debilitating headaches.
Valley fever has many faces and impacts people differently. If you have a lingering cough, fever, or painful breathing for more than 2 weeks, talk to your doctor.
I am Quan Louie,
I am Bryn Kerrigan.
and we are the faces of Valley Fever.
Visit kernpublichealth.com to learn more.
Hey y'all, I'm Mia the Mosquito. West Nile, that was me and my girls. You leave water out, we move in, making millions of eggs. Bless your heart.
Stop mosquitoes before they bite. Visit kermosquito.com. No mosquitoes, no problems.
The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
So I'm happy to see that Californian finally caught up to the Ralph Bailey Show. That Kathy Miller and her law firm were going to file on Tuesday with the Supreme Court their case against the gay couple. California reported it on Thursday. We had it exclusively on Monday, and we had Kathy and her attorney on Tuesday. Despite being a radio talk show host, I am still a journalist.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Back. It's a What the Faith Friday on the JR Show. Special guest in studio, host of the greatest story ever told, a family Bible podcast from Just Mad Family Productions. I love that name, by the way. I love that name. Justin and Maddie Jansen are in studio. So the podcast, before we start talking about it, where can people find it?
On all platforms, Spotify, podcast, or Apple Podcast, YouTube.
There's
Those
no
are the three
video
main
component,
ones.
but
No.
you can listen on YouTube.
Yeah, you get the audio of it. But yeah, any of those places, it's streaming. Every Wednesday is when we drop a
Every
new
Wednesday. I saw that. Every Wednesday. Ever since the end of December, January. You guys
Yep.
are how many episodes in now?
On our 38th,
38th. And,
Right?
Yes. And
Yeah.
because we're taking it like literally
Literally.
one chapter at a time.
You started in Genesis.
Yes, and we're still in Genesis.
it's a long book.
It's a long
Yeah.
book. Just wait till you get to like the other one.
I
Well,
know. I don't know about Leviticus and Numbers. We'll
Leviticus
see
and
how those
Numbers.
go.
Well, we had that
Kings.
discussion about Job because, like, chronologically, that should be the next
Job
one. I was
would
talking
be-
to the boys about it, and we're like, man, but once a week, we'll have people depressed for like
'Cause
three
it's gonna-
quarters
it'll
of the
last
year.
A whole year.
But Job is my favorite
Oh, I know.
book.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Every
Mhm.
time I get somewhere and it's tough or I'm ready to just give in, I go to the book of Job.
Yes.
And I say, how can I complain?
Right.
Really?
And plus God's speech to Job.
Oh,
Like,
How
it's
dare
so,
you.
It's just so beautiful and just illustrates his
I
majesty
am
in
God.
just such an incredible way.
It is. Are you guys planning on continuing through the Bible and after Genesis and
Oh yeah.
on through?
We have no plans on stopping. I mean, it's a very long book, the Bible. I think we have plenty of content.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. We don't have an exact plan on where we plan. I think we're going to go into Exodus next because that's where our story, that's where the story picks up at the end of Genesis.
Right.
Chronologically, right. Justin's right. But I think we're probably going to continue
Just
on to
continue
Exodus.
straight through
Yeah.
how it's written. How
Right.
do you guys come up with concepts? Because there's a lot of production involved. I know Justin's over there playing a lot of different sounds and clips in there and everything like that. How do you guys come up with just what you're going to talk about for each show, what you're going to want to cover, and incorporating the fun stuff? Because it is a family podcast. It is for
Right.
kids.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not just for adults. You want the whole
Exactly.
family to be able to listen. So you got to not only be able to balance the adults need something,
Right.
but the kids need to be kept
Mhm.
kept involved and get their attention to stay in it.
Well, yeah, and Justin's in education. That's where, he knows kids' attention spans, and he's very on me like, okay, that's too many verses in a row. We need to like chunk it up, break it out a little bit, keep them engaged, make sure that we are still writing it in a way that the kids are understanding.
Right.
Yeah, and then she does a lot of the research, puts together like the words of wisdom is one part. So we take the Bible verses, then we kind of break it down, a little bit of facts, meaning behind it, and she also does the walk it out, like how can we apply it. So
Yes.
she's the quote unquote expert on there, and then myself, you're right, I'm making silly sound effects.
I love
I'm
it,
making
though.
bad jokes.
No,
I'm
that's-
showing that the
Bad
Bible,
joke.
the Bible's open to
Bad
everyone.
dad joke.
And that's the thing, the Bible can be intimidating for like a non-expert. You think you need someone to explain it to you. And it's nice to have the facts, but it was written for everyone.
It was.
And it's just life lessons.
I enjoy it. I'll tell you what, I was listening to it. I've been listening to it, but I was listening to the latest podcast, the latest version before you guys got here. And I'm just cracking up. You're dropping like Macho Man, and she's like,
Oh.
what is that?
I have no idea where any of the sound effects come from.
But
Like,
it's
what in the
perfect,
world?
because that's real. You guys are being
Yeah.
real. That's a family. You know what I mean? Where dad's usually kind of doing something silly and funny, trying to get the kids to laugh, but also teach them at the same time.
Right.
And mom's kind of like, okay, but we're trying to teach this.
You just interrupted my point.
Yeah,
but-
I'm just interjecting, make accents. I did an accent for one of the Whimsy. We do opening scenes, and I'll show it to the kids, or I'll let them listen to say, hey, what do you think about this? My youngest like, you should have done more. I was like, no, I should have done less.
No,
That's about
yeah.
as much as anyone wants.
Do you do a lot of, because there's music involved, there's playing. Do you do all of that?
Yeah, it's just us too.
Wow.
And it's AI.
Okay.
Should be clear. Yeah, he uses AI for
Oh,
the music.
yeah.
There's-
Yeah, okay, I was like, are you that? Are
He's,
you
yeah,
sitting
he's
in
playing
there?
No.
every instrument and singing too. No.
Got the cymbals between my legs.
That's
It's a
artificial
one-man
intelligence
band.
all the way.
But is there a lot of production involved on the back end, or are you just doing that as you're going?
Sound effects are about half and half. I have some scripted in there where
Okay.
we'll do right then I'll throw in some at the end and post production, but we have it down pretty good at this point.
Yeah,
where,
we try and start the week reading the chapter together and just read it, mull it over, then we can think about it through the week and then start to put it together, write it out. And then we're in a Google Doc, so I'm adding things and then he's adding things back and forth all week until we're ready to record on the weekend usually.
And then do you guys run it by the kids?
The Whimsy, a lot of
Yeah,
times
the
I
very
will,
first
just to
part.
see. Yeah, and just to get there, because my youngest, he'll be brutally honest about it.
That's
So
the
it's nice
best.
to have
Yeah.
That's
that.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun. I've learned so much, and he said I'm the expert, and I'm definitely not. I'm just reading all the experts, all the different commentaries. That's the cool thing about the internet. For all of its faults and the things I don't love about it, I love the access to information and all of the different, translations of the Bible and just how that helps us to understand the original meaning more.
Oh, yeah.
And so just reading all of that stuff and putting it together.
Well, and then you get to learn. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
you're doing a Bible study pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
It's
picking
fantastic.
up stuff. Yeah.
And I started years ago doing the Bible in a Year with Tara Lee Cobble.
Okay.
And it goes through chronologically, and she has a very short podcast at the end every day. And what I loved was that she put things like Leviticus and Numbers and all those ones that were like, I know that I listened to it, but I don't know what I just read.
Difficult to get through.
It really helped me to understand. And then to just read it all as one piece also was different, because I had grown up just reading pieces here and there instead of reading it just
To-
straight
the whole,
through,
right.
which makes a difference, because it is one big story. It is God's big story of creation, fall, and his plan to redeem the human race and to bring us back to himself. It is one big story. It's not just bits and pieces. And so I really loved, and I learned so much by doing it, that I do the same reading plan every year,
Oh, nice.
because I feel like I get something new about
Different
it
every time.
every year. And I wanted that for my kids again, too. I wanted it for my kids, and I want it for other families. I want them to sit down together and read the word together. Because even though we're going to church together on Sundays, we aren't, we were not sitting down and reading the Bible, just reading, like
Reading
Justin said, this
together.
is for normal people.
Yeah.
Like, it is written for all of us.
reading together, praying together as a family, all those things. It's the greatest story ever told. We're talking to Justin and Maddie Jansen. You can find it wherever podcasts are playing. Just look up the greatest stories ever told. It's a family Bible podcast. You talked about walking that out, and we're talking about life and families. And yeah, we go to church on Sundays, but sometimes we're not sitting down together. We're not praying together. We're not in the Bible together. How do you guys do that, especially in today's age? And so many distractions with kids and for kids to be distracted by. How do you guys walk that out every single day, not only in your personal, but with the family as a whole?
You have to make it's a culture in our family. Like, we have dinners together. We do. And it's tough in a lot of families, but we have the opportunity to have that. But I think even if we didn't, where are we going to find that hour to do it? And we continually add. We're taking inventory. Like Madeline said, there's so many distractions. So we just started a new thing that on Sundays, until 7 p.m., we're all screen free.
No media.
No media, nothing.
All day?
Kids and everyone until 7 p.m.
All day Sunday until 7 p.m.
Yes, until the Dodgers start playoffs. But no, that's Eli's out there, our oldest out there listening.
And let us be clear that we started this last week.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was tough for them, but I loved it because I felt like there was so much more of the day.
Right. How tough is it for you guys as well, though? Because us as parents, and I talked about it yesterday with society and where are we going and the recent school shooting and why are kids acting the way that they do. And for adults, it's tough. We get on social media a lot and kids see us on our devices and they mirror that. You know, we can tell them all day, don't do that, don't do that. But if they're seeing us on our phones all day, it's tough.
100%.
When it's like, well, you're on your phone.
Oh, my kids are always like, Mom, what is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
And
so sorry.
how
My mom texted me.
How tough is that for you on Sundays to put down the phone?
Tough, because I'm an AirPod guy. I have it in, listening to podcast all the time. Everything I'm doing, I have it in. So that was my biggest thing. I was like, I'll pull it out. I won't have it until 7.
It's glorious.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
great
love that.
filter when the kids are loud and that's in there. I'm in my own world. It's beautiful. But I said, I'm going to make the sacrifice too. I need to lead. We need to model this because it's going to be important. This isn't just about a Sunday lesson. This is going to be a future lesson.
It's a life lesson. It's every day. And that's what when you tell people, church isn't just on Sundays.
Right.
It's every day. And sacrificing for God. Like I can say, oh, I gave my life to the Lord, 4 or 5 years ago. Well, no, I wake up every morning and give myself to the Lord. It's a daily sacrifice. It's not that, that one time I went to the cross. No, it's every day you have to go back and go back and go back.
And sorry, we've been talking a lot about that. And not only it's like, what are we giving up by following God, but what are we being called to do? Actionable.
Right.
And like, how can we also be doing for God? Not only just a checklist of, I'm giving this up too, but how can we actually serve and actually be out there and doing something? So that's another thing. Again, it's just trying to model our best. And every day at the end of the day, I think, well, I failed today. That wasn't good. I did something that wasn't. And, but you just know it's that continuous effort and the kids will see it. They know it. They see your heart, just like we showed Jesus's heart. They see our heart, and if it's in the right place, they're gonna follow.
And I think about the distractions is we need to all take a look at our families, at ourselves, at our media usage, at all of the distractions around us. And some of those things are outside of media. We've been, and this is nothing against families that do travel sports because I know so many do it, but we've got so much pressure from our kids to do that and do this. They want to do flag football, but they also want to do travel baseball. And it's like, if we were to do that, we would be going opposite directions from each other every weekend. We would not be having family dinners.
Well, because you guys got 3.
Yeah.
And that's 3 different plays, 3 against 2.
Right. And then, so we did tell them, sorry, that's not what we're going to be doing right now.
Balancing that and trying to get them to understand that. And even maybe as a family praying about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And bringing them in and saying, hey, let's pray about this together, you guys, as a family. I try to bring my daughter into prayer as much as possible when I'm doing it. Like, come on, at night when we lay down, let's pray together. And when we go down, it makes a big difference in their lives. It does. And it's just walking out every single day and not just saying, oh, yeah, we're going to church today. Because I was there. I did that. I was like you. It was like, oh, we went, here and there. And then, we would miss a Sunday. And I grew up Catholic. And so I had to get baptized as a baby. I'm Mexican. It just happens that way. And so I like to think, oh, well, I hedged my bets. I've got the Catholic and I got the Christian now. So I'm good. But then we stopped for baseball season. Baseball season started. And it was like, are you going to do your communion or are we going to go play out at JBA? And JBA won the day. So we were playing baseball. And so it's trying to remember that, no, this is what we're here for, right? It's this is what
So
we're
true.
following. This is how we're supposed to be going.
Yeah, where you put your time is going to say where your priorities are.
The greatest stories ever told. So you guys are going to continue, right? It's
Yep.
Genesis and on and on
Yep.
and on and
We've
on.
got a lot of
and
material. God gave it to us.
every single Wednesday. How hard is that to meet that?
It was really hard when I was working. So that we did that again for 6 full months while I was still working. I mean, he's still working obviously too, but with both of us working and just not even, like I said, we were gone for 12 hours a day. I left
Right.
at 3:30. We didn't get home from school till 3:30 in the afternoon. And then there was kids stuff going on and in bed by 7:30. So it was hard. It's gotten so much better now that I'm home more. At least I'm able to take some of the burden off of him.
Yeah, our goal is as the kids grow older too, there's 3 producers. I need to start training them that they're back there running the
I would love
soundboard and
to get
editing.
them involved
Yes.
somehow.
Yeah, how much do you have you guys brought them on the show? Is there plans to
Here and
kind of
there,
incorporate
no,
them
not a
in?
lot. We would love to get them involved more though.
How, what are their ages?
6th grade, 5th grade, and 3rd grade. So 11, 10, and 8.
Nice. I have an 8-year-old, so I know
It's a fun age.
it is. 8 is a lot of
8
fun.
is good.
8 is a lot.
I'm
of
going to
fun.
cry when he turns 9.
What? What is that?
Jesse's growing up.
What is
They're all
that?
growing up
Now,
too
you-
fast.
now you're home every day and you
I
actually
know.
see them.
I'm
and
so
you're like,
glad.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so glad I get to spend more time with them now.
Homeschooling.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's going
Everything's
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All
Just
right.
trying to find our rhythm.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys get out of here. I know you got to drive back up the hill and everything, but I appreciate you
We're
guys
so
coming
grateful
in.
that you asked us on,
No,
JR.
yeah,
Thank
you guys are more than welcome back anytime.
right.
It's every Friday we do What the Faith Friday.
Cool.
It's something I came up with one
I
day,
love
and I was
that.
sitting there. I was like, "What the faith is that?"
I love that. That's
like,
awesome.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's a great tagline.
I'm gonna stick with that
It's
one.
good.
So it's a What the Faith Friday. You guys are
Cool.
welcome back anytime. If you guys want to check out the podcast, it's the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast. You can get it anywhere, right?
Anywhere. We're also on Instagram, Facebook. Don't try X anymore unless you're Ann Wilson. Then private message and we'll add you. But
social media.
Yes,
I
social media.
We try. I'm not good with social media. It is not my jam, but I'm trying.
I'm not either. It's hard for me to stay consistent with it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I just don't have the time.
I don't have the
It's just-
ideas and the time, and it is such a time suck.
It
I feel like I want to do
is.
something real simple, but it's going to take me probably 2 full hours.
It'll take me an hour and a half to
Yeah.
do a 30-second reel.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, I can't. I
Like,
don't
was
have
that
time.
worth it in the end? I just
Was
don't know.
it? I could have been doing something.
I know.
else. Yeah,
That's how I feel
I'm
too.
with you. But you guys are welcome back.
Okay, cool.
Any Friday, I'll get you guys on the greatest stories ever told. Go check them out. Justin and Maddie Jansen. Come back on the other side, wrap it up, get you guys ready for the 3-day weekend. Be careful out there. Again, don't drink and drive. I know you guys, I know my audience won't, but don't even go out. It's just not even worth it. Stay inside, hug your family, love them. Listen to the greatest stories ever told. There's plenty of episodes if you haven't started to catch up on. Sit down with the family this weekend and give it a listen. Got to take a break. Come back on the other side. It's the JR Show. It's Curtin Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Do you feel like you need to know what's going on in the world, but you don't want to be bored to tears?
Well, tune in the Armstrong and Getty Show. We'll keep you informed. We'll try to make you think. We will leave behind the ever-present left-wing media spin. And you know what? We're not angry all the time. Sometimes we have fun.
I'm angry a lot, but not all the time. That's the Armstrong and Getty Show every single weekday.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Football is back, and so is the action on Prize Picks. With millions of members and billions of dollars awarded in winnings, Prize Picks is the best place to put your takes to the test. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. Guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
I don't serve for the recognition. I serve the flag, the red, white, and blue. That means everything to me. And when I fly it, I know it stands for something real. My name is Megan Terry, and I serve in the U.S. Army, which is why I choose Collins flags, because every Collins American and military flag is made here in the USA, stitched with pride and built to last. And they support veterans like me because they know what these flags really mean. So if you love our service members and our country like I do, fly a flag that honors them and supports American jobs. Visit collinsflags.com today. American made, proudly waved.
I'm the thread that's already inside the house. In the closet, under the bed, car. But I don't want your money or your TV. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. I'm patient and quiet. I don't sleep. You can't call the cops on me. You can't even see me. I'm the threat of family fire. And as long as your guns aren't stored securely, I'll be there. Protect your family. Secure all your guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the
Justin and Maddie Jansen for stopping by. You guys check out the podcast. It's really cool. If you guys got kids and you maybe you got a long commute or you're driving around, they're not very long. They're not, most of them are hours and stuff. No, this is 25, 30 minutes. Maybe you're driving your kids home from school and instead of doing something, just put the podcast on and it gives you guys something you both can listen to and you both learn from. It's really, really cool. I was checking them out. I'm gonna start listening to them with my daughter because they're made for both adults and kids. So you guys go check it out. It's the greatest stories ever told, a family Bible podcast. Just Mad Productions. You get it? Just Mad. Justin and Maddie. It's clever. I like it. And Justin, he's my kind of dad. He's just making jokes, kind of, and it's serious, but at the same time, he's kind of it makes it a little fun for the kids. So check them out. But the song Jireh, it's always enough. I think that's been tough to deal with the last couple days. I'm going to be real with you guys. A lot of people are going, "Oh, prayer. Yeah, we don't want your thoughts and prayers. We don't." Thoughts and prayers. Prayer. These kids were praying at the time. Prayer. Yeah. Don't. I know that you're not trying to dismiss prayer, but don't even minimalize it. Prayer is probably the most important thing you can be doing. And we don't automatically go, "Oh yeah, well, it's just like prayer." It doesn't. You're just dismissing it. So I'm That one hurts the last couple of days to hear people do that. It's not just thoughts and prayers. No, we know that. Okay? We know that. Make me mad on a Friday. Let's lighten up a little. What, is there anything on the text there, Chris? 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN.
Not besides the people that were yelling at me earlier because you had the audio off.
On what?
The first segment.
Oh,
The segment we had already known.
Yeah, I was gonna say the video was messed up. It was Friday. I ran down the hallway. I tried to set
There's a reason
it up.
it came back with
just
Maddie and
calm down, y'all. Y'all got to see the good part of the show. Goodness gracious.
Outside of that, no, we're clear.
I'm gonna jump into the chats on YouTube right here. Set aside time for prayer. Yes, that's what I just said. Who is in here saying Orange Man rules? Only one has to observe the human condition to come to the obvious conclusion that God is not, here we go, or non-involved. The truth is, so adios and good luck with this. Thanks, Emery. Wish you would have stuck around. I love to have conversations with you, Emery, if you want to discuss further. What else? We're so close to the weekend. Yes, we are, Sergio. So close to the weekend. So close, I can almost taste it. Chris, do you have any plans this weekend?
Not besides watching some WWE. There's a PLE this weekend.
WWE, isn't it the start of college football or something?
It is college football as well. Yes.
College football started that. NFL will start next weekend. Oh, that's right. I was going to convince you why Tim Brown is better than Jerry Rice. I'm sorry, you guys. It's Friday, and I'm going to finish up with, we were talking football and fantasy, and I've told Chris that Tim Brown is my favorite wide receiver, or favorite NFL player of all time.
Great choice to,
I'm a Raider fan. I'm a Raider fan. I met Tim once or twice when I was a kid.
Awesome.
He's by far, and I even will go out and say he's better than Jerry Rice. And Chris was like, oh, calm down, JR. I said, I'll make an argument for it. And
I need to hear the argument.
And you'll look at me and go, maybe you got a little point there, JR. Let's just take a look at the careers of both Jerry Rice and Tim Brown. Tim Brown, for a while, they're ranked second on most of the all-time lists, right? Right behind Jerry Brown. Or Jerry Rice. Right behind Jerry Rice.
Fair.
Now, who was Jerry Rice's quarterback for, I would say, a good portion of his career, Chris?
Joe Montana.
And wouldn't you argue that Joe Montana is maybe one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback before Tom Brady came along of all time?
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, just if you have time, because it's a long list, who actually were and I say were because there's multiple, it's a long list. Who were actually the quarterbacks for Mr. Tim Brown there? Because, boy, I can name a lot of them. Jay Schrader, what else? Marquez Tuiasosopo. Who else was in there? The whole mess, a lot of them were not good until Rich Gannon showed up at the very tail end of Tim Brown's career. Tell me I'm wrong. Tim Brown probably had 13 or 14 different starting quarterbacks, and he only played 12 seasons, so you do the math. Well, Mr. Jerry Rice had the greatest quarterback of the era playing for him, throwing the ball to him. I would even argue Jerry Rice is overrated. If I had a quarterback that can just put it on the spot and all I had to do was run down the field, I could have caught the ball too. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just going to put it out there like that. Tim Brown is way better than Jerry Rice. That's how we're going to end the show on Friday.
You're going to dodge a lot of these comments. I'm just letting you know that now.
That's right. I'll show up on Early Bird Special and make the same argument. Got to get out of here. Thanks, Justin and Maddie Jansen. Check it out, the greatest stories ever told, wherever podcasts are streaming. It's the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN. Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM. Bakersfield. Online at KERNradio.com.
Yeah, Jerry Rice though. Come on, man. All right, you guys. Be safe this weekend. Be good to each other. Don't drink and drive. Don't go after 5 o'clock tonight till Monday.
Organization and agencies, including the Commerce Department, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the National Weather
And
Service, and
you have some time. Hug your kids
part of a
this weekend.
broader Trump administration push to
Pray
limit
with
labor
them.
unions'
Read the
influence
Bible with them.
and to restrict public
Right,
sector employees' ability to
Peace
collective
out.
bargain for higher wages.